Imagine feeling worthy and enough, not as a thought you force, but as a truth you carry in your body. Imagine making decisions from intuition, really trusting yourself, feeling genuinely free, not because life is perfect, but because you are no longer at war with yourself. Imagine pursuing what you actually desire, not what you think you should want. Getting results not by burning yourself out, but by aligning with your truth, becoming who you truly are. This is not a fantasy, it's a natural outcome of doing the inner work right. And it's available to you. It's actually available to everyone. But before I explain, let me ask you something. How long have you been trying to fix this? The journaling, the therapy, the courses. And I know sometimes you get this right and you feel like, I finally get it. But then 3 days later, you find yourself being stuck in the same loop. Look, nothing is wrong with you, but I think you've just been working on the wrong layer. And look, all that mindset work, affirmations, the intentions, the reframes, yeah, it all works. But it's all happening in your conscious mind, which is maybe 5% of what's actually running you. The rest, that's your subconscious, and it's really running the show. It has rules. Rules it wrote a long time ago based on what you learned growing up about what's safe, what love looks like, what you're allowed to have, how much you're allowed to want. And here's the thing, those rules live in your body, in your nervous system, in your subconscious. So you can repeat, I am worthy every morning, every day, and still nothing's gonna change. Your body is still running the old program because nobody updated it. That's the part most coaching never touches. And that's exactly where I work. Hi, my name is Alina Sol. I'm a life coach and hypnotherapist. And I've spent about 6 years studying and exploring what actually makes change stick. Not just feel good for a week. I came to this work because I kept meeting women who were doing like everything right and still felt like they were running in place. And I realized the problem wasn't them. Obviously, it was that nobody was working at the level where the real stuff lives. And this is what I'm gonna walk you through today. All right, let's get into it. Let me walk you through these 3-level methods. And I want to show you how it actually works with real life examples. So there are 3 levels and they all matter. If you skip just one, the change doesn't really hold. But if you walk through all 3, if you work on all 3, something fundamentally shifts. So the first one is subconscious mind or rewiring your code. And I really love this one, it's one of my favorites. So most tools try to change what you think, but this goes much deeper to where the belief actually lives. So you need to find the root cause. Using hypnosis and subconscious mind work, we find that root cause. We find what got installed in you, oftentimes when you don't even remember you are very young, often without you realizing it. And we clear this root cause, we clear this belief. We don't manage it, we don't cope with it, we actually clear it and we install the new one, the empowering one. So an example, I had a client, her name is Vlada. She was working a job she didn't really like, and it had nothing to do with what she truly loved, design. She was very creative. Since she was a child, she was very creative. So the belief she was holding is that I'm not good enough to make a living doing what I truly love. Everyone works hard, everybody's suffering, this is just how life is, and this is how it works. So we found this deep belief, we cleared it, and guess what? Now she built her own brand. She's been selling across Europe, she's designing amazing vintage, sustainable pieces, and she's doing what actually feels like her. And she even wrote me, I'm living my dream life now, thank you so much. And I had no idea that it's possible for me. And trust me, it's possible for you too. All right, level 2 is nervous system regulation, your body. Even when your mindset shifts, your body can still be living in the past, running old threat signals, old programming. You feel this anxiety right before something good happens. You shut down when something exciting becomes available. Does it sound familiar? You might feel exhausted, even though this is what you say you want. So sounds like self-sabotage, right? So Level 1 is when we work with your body directly. We teach your nervous system that safety and expansion can exist together. That you don't have to brace every time life offers you something good just because it's unfamiliar. Let me share another example of my client. So I had a client, Alex, and her life was pretty good from outside, but inside she's been living in survival mode for years. Always on, never fully resting, never feeling enough. Her body was constantly bracing, expecting another bad thing to happen, even though there were no signals. So we worked somatically. So not just talking about it, but actually teaching her body what rest and receiving feels like. And guess what? Shortly after our program, she got pregnant because she finally allowed herself to have and receive what she truly wanted. Happy family, motherhood, doing what she truly loves, being in her feminine. And isn't it beautiful? Like, I really love the story. And she told me, I didn't realize how long I've been living in this survival mode, how long I wasn't allowing myself to experience this beautiful thing. Now let's talk about level 3, identity integration, the most powerful layer. So because here's what I've seen, women do their inner work, they feel the shift, and then they go back to the same routines, the same relationships, same environment, same way of showing up. And slowly the old self pulls them back. Sounds familiar? So level 3 is about becoming the woman who holds it. Not just accessing the change, but living as her, showing up as her, thinking as her, moving as her, choosing as her, making decisions as her. This is where it locks in. This is where it gets really powerful. This is where your reality finally starts to match who you're becoming inside. And let me share an example with you. I had a client, Victoria. She's been stuck in a toxic relationship for quite a long time, also working a job that wasn't really aligned with her, wasn't supporting her health, her nervous system. So what we did, we of course worked with the subconscious mind and the body too. And then we shifted to the third layer where she had to make a decision. And she couldn't make any other decision but quitting her job and quitting that relationship, choosing herself, choosing what felt truly her, truly like her. And shortly after, she found another job that was more aligned with her, with who she is. And she was happier single than in that relationship because it was really toxic, dragging her back into the same loop. So yeah, of course, you have to make decisions to support all these insights, all these new beliefs, so you create new connections in your mind, in your body. You create new normal for yourself. All right, these stories are not special cases. This change is available to you too. And if something in this landed for you, if you heard yourself in these stories, I'd love to talk. I work with women one-on-one, privately, using this exact method. Everything you've just heard is built around your specific story, your needs, your blocks, where you actually are right now. It's not a program that you need to fit into. This is the work that's built around you. And I have something special for you today. I would like to invite you for a clarity call with me. There is a link below to book the call. It's 45 minutes, just us. We will look at what's actually going on for you. If it's a fit, we will talk about next steps. And whether working together at the right moment, that's okay too. At least you will leave with a clear vision of what you want, a clear picture of where you are right now and what can be done. So I invite you to use this beautiful opportunity. Click the link below, book a clarity call with me. It's free, but the spots are limited. And I hope to talk to you soon. Thank you.